Hi everyone, I wanted to take a minute to share with you some of the things that I have learned over this last week, transitioning into using more of Newsela. I had used it in the past, however, I'd been using ReadWorks articles up until now. So as I'm transitioning to get my students on Newsela, what I found out was I wanted to share with them the app for Newsela, using it on their phones. So I created a post on Google Classroom where they could download the app from the Apple Store or from the Google Play Store. This seems to help them miss some of the glitches that have been taking place when they access their articles from Google Classroom. Now on Google Classroom, I have assigned the articles. You can see them here. I put a due date on them and I assign them as assignments, so they do pop up. And the students can see the article, and when they get here, they're able to click on the link to sign into Newsela. Now, let's see if I can. One of the things that the students encounter when they click on the link is that it comes to a page that looks like this, where they can type in their username or email. And a lot of them assume that they don't have a login or there's something wrong, and I have directed quite a few students that they have to click on Google. Now, the same thing happens for us as educators, and I'm going to take a minute to show you the difference. So I'm using my username and password that's saved on my computer to sign in. And it's going to, the way that we sign in actually logs our information somewhat differently on Newsela. When I go to my settings here and I want to access from my name, my settings, when I want to access my classes, I am not able to sync my Google Classes logging in with an email. So here it says, whoops, your Google Classes can no longer be synced. To sync your Google Classes, sign out of Newsela, then please sign in through Google. So if you remember, when I first signed in, I just clicked sign in with my email. So I'm going to sign back out and click the Google button, which is what our students should also be doing to use their school account. And I'm going to go back here under my name to settings and classes. And I now have the opportunity to sync my Google Classroom classes. So here I can check off which classes I want to sync and sync selected classes. Takes a few minutes, but all of the students registered for your Google Classroom will automatically be linked to you on Newsela so that you can track their progress. Now, when I go to the Binder tab, I can look at the assignments. And the first ones will pop up are what I assigned yesterday. So I'll take a look at one of these. William Shakespeare was an assignment for 7th grade. I'm able to look at the side which class I wanted to access. So this is my 7-8 block class. I can see that there were 5 different students that were on it. I can see when, how much time they spent on it, and their reading level and their score. So this is the score for their quiz. You can see the light bulb at the top. And I'm not sure if this has a writing activity. If it does, they haven't done it at all. So I'd have to go back and check with them to say, hey, you didn't do the writing assignment. Now this is a level 1 ESL class. So I'm pleased with the results that I've already had students to complete this. So this is where I get to check, and the kids' names at the bottom are the ones who haven't accessed it yet. And I can go to my other classes here. Okay, so just 2 from this class, and then 2 from my block 3-4. Now, when I want to go to my assignments, I'm going to show you how I make an assignment. So here I'm going to type in an article. For example, I'm going to prepare my assignment for next week. So Northern European. So this is the article that we're assigning for next week. You can click assign. And I am going to choose the classes. You can choose more than one class at the same time. So these are all my 7th grade classes. It's a 7th grade assignment. And I'm going to go back and borrow my instructions that I already have translated from last week. So I put in my instructions and the article is here. Now I allow them to, the Newsela allows us to adjust the level. It goes to whatever level is based off of the student's reading progress. I'm just going to change the title of the assignment. So here I can click assign. And once this is assigned to my students, I use this button to share it on Google Classroom. Now this assignment is for next week, so I'm not going to post it. When you go to assign it as an assignment, you can only choose one class here, but at the next step, you can assign it to more than one class. So I'm creating an assignment. I'm going to put my instructions in, and then you get to choose here the other classes on your Google Classroom that you want this to post to. You get to make it graded or ungraded, make a due date. So I'm going to make mine for next Friday, because this is next week's assignment. Oops. And then the topic is the Renaissance and Reformation. I'm going to save this assignment, save draft here, because I'm not going to post it at this time to Google Classroom. Now, when I go to my Google Classroom, I guess it's under my classwork here. Did I put it under the right? So it should be under classwork for the Renaissance. Here it is. So that it's saved as a draft, and I just want to edit it one more time to see. I have it prepped to send to 3 different classes. The students can access the article here. Now, if you desired to, you could also add the application links. So I'm going to pull them from my stream. I already have these. I looked them up in the Google Store and the Apple Store. So this is a link for the Newsela on the Apple Store. And I'm going to copy this. Wait, I'm going to copy link address. This is, I'm going to add the link for the Android or Google Play app. So the students have access. If they're on a computer, they can sign in using the regular link. If they're on a cell phone, this also gives them the ability to utilize it through the Newsela app, which is a little bit more user-friendly. Save as draft. So if you guys have any more questions, feel free to email me, or I guess you can post comments below. Thank you so much.